This is Sister G, and I'm going to talk to you now about find and replace. You don't have to do this in any of your assignments this week, but there are things that you should know and things that you will learn in the reading that you do this week. The first thing I'm going to do is show you how to find the find and replace. It's on the Home tab, and it's in the editing group. And here's find, and you'll see the shortcut key is Control F. And here's replace, and the shortcut key is Control H. So you can either click on them or you can use the shortcut key, whatever works best for you. We're going to start with find. And here you're going to this navigation bar pops up on the left. And I'm going to just type a word in there, and I'm going to type in God and then press enter. And now every instance of God is highlighted in my document, and I can click on it down here. That's the beauty of this sidebar, that you can click through your document and find them. Now, if you just want to use the window that you're used to using, if you have done this before, you can click on the Advanced Find, and you can actually close that navigation window and just use this little box that you're used to. Either way is fine. Now, I want to show you a couple of things that you can do. So I'm going to start out by looking for the word. We're going to do a replace. You see they're on the same box. Once you've opened this up, we're going to do replace. And I'm going to look for talk, and I want to replace it with speak. Okay, so I'm going to find next. It says there aren't any. That's because I'm at the beginning. So I'm at the end. So I'm going to tell it, yes, go back up to the beginning. And there's talk, and I want to replace it. And here's talk, and I want to replace it. Now it's in there several times, so I can either do them one at a time to be sure I'm replacing what I want, or I can just say replace all, and it does them all. There's 3 more in here that it did. It said, do you want to continue from the beginning? I can say yes, and it'll say, that's all there were. We made 3 replacements. So that's find something and replace it with something. I'm going to take those out. And now we're going to talk about some fancy things you can do. You can change fonts all in one fell swoop. So I'm going to go to Format, and I'm going to tell it to look for font, and I'm going to tell it to look for Times Roman. Let's see, I think I have Times Roman in there. Yeah, Times New Roman. And now I'm going to tell it to replace that with something else. I'm going to go to Font, and I kind of say Garibaldi. I don't know how to spell it. There it is, Gabriola. And now I'm going to click OK. And what's going to happen when I click Replace All, it's going to replace all the instances of Times Roman with Gabriola. It made 4 replacements, like it was my headings. And then I told it to start at the beginning and look for more, and so it made 5 total. So all of the places, all my headings were Times Roman. Now they're all with that Gabriola. So that's a good thing for you to find. Now let's do match case. So let me say no formatting, and go here and say no formatting. And I'm going to just type in, I can remember going along and typing God with a small g. So I'm going to tell it to replace it with a large G. So I'm going to match case, and I'm going to find. And sure enough, there's one I typed with a small g, so I can replace it. And that's all. There was only that one in there. Okay? So that's something else you can do. Look for an exact match case. I'm going to take the check mark off. So we can do the next thing. You can use wildcards when you're doing a find and replace. An asterisk represents many characters, and a question mark represents 1 character. So if you're looking for, let's say I'm looking for, what do I want to look for? I think I want to look for, let's do speak. No, let's do worrying. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to tell it to use a wildcard. Then I'm going to tell it to do W and an asterisk and a G, and that's going to look for any time there's a W and all the letters in between until I find a G. So watch what happens. Here's a W and here's a G, so it found everything in between that W and that G. Find the next. There's W and G. Find next. Here it went from few clear down to thing. So this is a way for you to find something that you're just not real sure of. Like let's just, for example, say you want to look for faced, but you can't remember if you spelled it right, so you're going to do F question mark CED. And then we're going to search, find next, and there it is, faced. And it found just that one. So wildcards are useful. I don't use them very much, but when I need them, it's nice to know how to use them. The next thing I want to show you is special. When you click on special, now, I didn't show any more under format. We did font. We changed the font, but you can do all of these things under format as well. So under special, I'm going to look for any place that has a paragraph mark. So I'm just going to do find. There's one, find, and it's showing me all my paragraph marks. If I turn on my non-printable codes, you can see it's finding them one at a time. Okay, so this time what I want to do is find a manual line break. You know, where you've pressed Shift Enter and it gives you a manual line break. So I'm going to say find next, and I want to start at the beginning, and let's see, find next. There it is, right there. See that little bent arrow? It found it. Now I can replace it with nothing. I can replace it with a space. I can replace it with a paragraph mark. You can replace it with anything here, but I want to replace it with nothing. I just want to get rid of it. So I'm going to click on Replace All. And there was only one in the document. So now I'm going to try something else. Now I'm going to say I don't want any manual page breaks in my document. So I'm going to click on here, Find What, Special, a manual page break where I've pressed Control Enter, and I think I'll replace it with, replace it with, what can I replace it with? A paragraph character. So I'm going to go OK and find the next, and I'm going to replace it, and we'll see what happened. What happened was it actually put a paragraph character in there. See, I don't have my show hide buttons on. It just put the paragraph character in there. Well, I don't want that. So I'm going to go in here and say, that's not what I meant to do. I'm going to search for the paragraph character and tell it to replace it with nothing, and replace, and replace. And there we go. Now it's gone. Okay. That's another thing you can do with find and replace. Don't be afraid to try things out here. If you do match case, you can say just a simple God with lowercase, and then just put the God with uppercase here and replace all. It's really a handy thing. I use these a lot when I'm working in documents, trying to find something that's driving me crazy with my formatting, and I can't find it. And using this helps me find it and fix it. So have fun with find and replace. Remember, Control F for find and Control H for replace to get this little window. Have fun!